Just in shambles over here. All right, so welcome to a Wisco Fanatics Thursday. Jake and I wanted to get into breaking down the Packers plays from the Packers and Saints game. We just haven't really had time this week with everything that's going on in the short week for the Packers. So you're getting us every single day this week.
Yeah.
Sunday we went live right after the Packer game. Monday we broke down the Badgers plays. Tuesday was our Packers Saints full recap. So if you have time and you want to listen to that before tonight's Lions game, we also previewed that game. Then yesterday was our normal Wisco Fanatics Wednesday show. We talked about the Bucks trading for Damian Lillard, which is still wild to me that that's even a real thing.
Yeah.
We talked about the Brewers clinching the NL Central, and we talked about the Badgers win over Purdue last week. And today we're back and really just making it a full week of Wisco Fanatics. And today we're going to break down some Packers plays. And then tomorrow night is going to be our Packers-Lions recap. So that'll be tomorrow. And then you won't hear from us for a few days at least. So
yeah. Hey, Greg.
Just another day. So, hey, Greg, welcome back. We're just breaking down some Packers plays. So the first one we're going to start with is Jordan Love's rushing touchdown. Now, we kind of talked about this a little bit during the recap, but we're going to talk about it with the play here in front of us. So let this one play out, and then we'll talk about it.
Love will take it in.
So for me, there's two really big things that stand out about this play. What are they? What stands out for you, Jake?
So the play calling, this is where people get on Matt LaFleur about play calling. And the play before this, you have to understand the play before this before Tyler gets into one of his points. But the play before this, we ran a dive with Patrick Taylor up the middle, and we only got a yard. So we went from the 2 to the 1.5, basically. So they made it look like another dive play. And as to your point, like you're about to say, is it made Cam Jordan jump right to the running back, left the outside wide open, gave Jordan Love a one-on-one. He gave a little whoop, and it was a touchdown. Look at this. Yep. They go right for the running back.
A.J. Dillon.
Look at the offensive line absolutely washing out the D line. That leaves a one-on-one. Yeah, I agree. That was ballsy.
Greg said LaFleur's 2-point call was ballsy, but glad he called it. Yeah, it made sense. I explained it kind of in full length on Tuesday night that it makes sense analytically, and it gives you a chance to win instead of tie. But the next thing that really stands out with this play is this linebacker that just made that Jordan Love just made miss. That's Demario Davis.
He's I would say he's a top 5 inside linebacker.
That's fair. I'm with that. So just all around, I mean, if you want to talk about whatever the Packers are doing on offense, Matt LaFleur does need credit because he is doing great things with this offense. And we have more offensive plays coming that we're going to talk about. But the fact is that Cam Jordan and Demario Davis are two of the best at their position, and the Packers just beat them.
They did. He just out-schemed them.
Yeah, 100%. So this next one is on the defensive side of the ball. This is Rasul Douglas making a great play.
Love it.
That's great work. He hits the little Michael Jackson celebration, looks like. But okay, so what stands out to you from this? Because this looks like a really nicely set up play.
Well, you can see right here he's already reading it. So he was back. He has a receiver. He already reads it. Wanted to give credit to that. Is that Van Ness right there? Who's in his face right there?
That is Van Ness, yes.
But Van Ness is in his face and kind of forces a high pass, which allows Douglas to have more time to get right in on the running back, avoids the blocking, which obviously is smart because he's more than 100 pounds less than these guys. So he gets in there, and he's been tremendous. We've talked about it every episode. He's been tremendous at open field tackles, and he just takes out the legs, and it's a play for a loss or no gain.
Yeah, and you can see the setup here with the 2 offensive linemen and 2 Packers right here, that this is how the Saints want this to be set up. You have a one-on-one for each blocker, and then you got him to go. So you have opportunities here for the Saints to make this into a big play, easily a first down opportunity here. But Rasul Douglas just completely knocks that out. Reggie said Van Ness is going to have to be huge tonight. I mean, he's a rookie in his 4th career game. I don't know that I would say he has to be huge, but if he's huge, it'll go.
No, he said is going to be. He said is going to be, not.
Oh, is no? He said he's going to have to be.
Oh yeah, you're right. He's gonna. Oh yeah, he did. He is going to have to be.
All right.
Sorry, just trying to stick up for Reggie.
All right. Back to Rasul Douglas. Just comes through, gets around the offensive lineman, and then just makes a great play. So just great work by Rasul Douglas. We've talked about it. We think he's one of the best tacklers on the team.
Yeah.
Okay, so back to the offensive side of the ball. This is some more great play design.
Oh.
Settle down.
Thank you for drafting a tight end. I don't even know how many times I've been complaining since Jermichael Finley left. If you watch Luke Musgrave here, he's in the slot. He takes a linebacker and a safety with him. And the play before this was Musgrave coming over the middle at the sticks, trying to get the first down. So they're like, okay, they're going to guard Musgrave. So they send him up the middle of the field. He opens that middle of the field wide open. If you watch after Tyler hits play here, you will see a wide open wide receiver, which ends up being Jayden Reed.
So
wide open. Look at this.
Yeah. You see Mario Davis just turned his back on Jayden Reed. The safety is playing safety in the end zone, and then they have a corner defender. I don't know if it was the Saints just playing zone, aiming for the sidelines. I don't know if it's just something like that, like if they're playing for the corner route and not playing for an in route.
Yeah.
But Musgrave carrying the linebacker and the safety, and then I think this is Wicks in the slot over here, or not in the slot, on the sideline over here by this 10-yard line. Yeah. It's just a great play call. It's just a great play setup. Greg said LaFleur's play calling getting a lot of props from national pundits. Seems to be more relaxed without the 800 gorilla under center. I mean, yeah, that's a tough thing to kind of have to work on, but Rasul is definitely having an excellent season. Bill said, I hope they don't play zone, but I don't know how else they're going to play it other than Quay and 5 DBs if they're all healthy. I mean, I would basically put the exact same game plan that they had on Sunday on Thursday.
Just as long as the Packers tackle and don't get beat deep, pressure the quarterback, I mean, that's all you can really ask for from this defense, right?
Yeah. So, after Luke Musgrave carries the linebacker and the safety, Jayden Reed's just wide open in the middle of the field.
And that's something that's underrated is he finds where to sit. He doesn't overrun that. So he finds where to sit. Love puts the ball right on him. Easy first down. After that, we get a couple cracks at the end zone. And obviously the third one is the one this is the play before the touchdown. I apologize. Yep. So right after this, they did the running play, and then they did the Jordan Love run. So
can I tell you something? I'm going to let this play out one more time. Can I tell you who Jayden Reed looks like on this play?
Who do you think?
He looks like Randall Cobb.
I think he looks like Donald Driver.
I mean, I'm not mad at that either. But just the sitting in the middle of the zone and then just squatting under the tackle, that looked like a Randall Cobb move to me.
I remember prime Donald Driver. That guy was always open for Favre.
All right, so this next one is a little less fun to talk about, but a necessary play to discuss.
DD, see?
Playing Donald Driver.
Hey.
Okay, so I'm going to pause this right. This is where we're at. Bill said Robert Brooks. It's going farther and farther back into the time capsule. All right. So Jake, what are you looking at with this 4th and 2? Great looking Rolex wearing, jet flying sons of guns. Man, we got to get our money up before we're doing all that.
What's the first thing you think that we should notice on this play? We should go back to the Falcons game and then look at all the crying Packers fans that think they know more football than the people that are hired by NFL teams. So if you see the linebacker here, that is Demario Davis again. And no, we're not just trying to pick on Demario Davis. He's just their middle linebacker, and yes, he is very good. I will continue to say that.
Yep.
But he is out guarding a running back. That is how it works. The linebackers go on to the running backs. They're not going to guard a tight end. They're not going to guard a wide receiver in this situation. And look at how far off he is. He is farther off than Campbell was.
Yeah,
so
and this isn't Bijan Robinson either. This is Patrick Taylor.
Yeah, this is the guy that lives on the practice squad. No disrespect to Patrick Taylor. It's amazing that he keeps finding a way back onto the roster. That's incredible for him.
But
Obviously putting in a lot of hard work. But yeah, this is not a top 10 Bijan Robinson.
Exactly. Not a top 10 pick. He's a fringe roster guy, not a top 10 pick. And Davis is farther away from him than Campbell was from Bijan.
Yeah.
So this is what we talked about. This is where we need Aaron Jones.
Yeah.
Because Patrick Taylor is going to run a 2-yard, 5-yard hitch. So a 5-yard hitch is a somewhat common play in this type of down and distance. And Patrick Taylor stops at the sticks with a guy 10 yards away from him. Even
he stops short of the sticks, really.
Oh yeah, I'll see if I can kind of stop and start it where he actually stops. Yeah, because he's right on the red line.
Well, right there, he's reacting to the ball because Jordan Love expected him to go deeper. So he legitimately, if you look at his left foot, was stopped before the sticks. So that makes zero sense. But that's a rep thing. That's a rep thing.
There. Oh man, it's there. If he does 5 yards, he's walking into the end zone.
Now, you guys are going to be like, why are you breaking this play down like this? We ended up winning the game. But in this moment, in this very moment when it was 4th down, it was a great play call. It reminded me earlier in the game when they ran they passed it to, who am I thinking of? Wilson, and Wilson tried to throw it back to Love, and Love was stumbling all over the place. And that was also a great play call. There was a guy wide open down the field if that's a good pass. So these are good plays by LaFleur that people are just going to be upset about because we didn't execute correctly. But they're still good play calls, right?
Right.
And Taylor, this is just a rep thing. He just got to get more reps with it. But, yeah, if this was Aaron Jones, this is probably 6.
Yeah, I agree. And hopefully we're getting him back tonight. It sounds like we are.
Yes.
Okay. So let's get the other 2 offensive ones, and then we'll talk the last 2 Darnell Savage plays. But do you want to do the play action, or do you want to do the unstoppable play first?
Let's do play action so we can show people how much we really love play action.
Oh my God. This is so well executed.
And when you have those penalties, that is a lack.
2nd and short, whole playbook's open. Oh.
2nd and 2, play fake. Love's pass caught for
beautiful.
Dontavian Wicks.
That is beautiful.
So he looks just like Aaron Rodgers on this. I'm going to say it. I don't care. Look at the fake. Rodgers used to do this. Rodgers used to carry it out. And if you watch from the all-22 camera view of this, you can see the linebackers just sitting, waiting for the running back to come out there. That's how good that fake was. He comes out, sidearms this SOB right into the chest, dude. Right into the chest. Oh, my. Look at this.
Here we go. Oh, that is nasty. Now just watch how beautiful this spiral is. Right to the hands.
Oh, baby.
Oh, that's a dime. This play is just beautiful. There's nothing bad you can say about this play. And to your point, 2nd and 2, you're running the play action. Teams are thinking you're just going to go for the, try to get the first down. And Packers roll out a great, beautiful play action play that gives them like an 18-yard gain.
Yeah. I agree with Simon's comment, by the way. We do need some consistency in the run game. That would be nice. Then we can get more play actions like this, right?
Yeah. If we could consistently have our best player, that would be great. Oh, that's such a dime.
Nice job, nice completion.
Those are the little ones that LaFleur's got to keep setting them up with. But running game is key.
Well, we can just run this play over and over again. So this play, just let this one play out, and then Jake and I are going to talk about all the layers to it.
You don't stop that play. You literally just don't stop that play.
Okay, so let's talk about this.
Continue the air raid.
So there's 4 guys running routes here. Bill said this is one of those learning opportunities for Taylor, and the difference between players who aren't consistently executing the play according to the defense. It's also a bit of film study because we're breaking it down like this. The coaches are probably going to do so in much more detail. That is 100% true. We are Wisconsin sports podcasters, not running back coaches, but this is just the observation that we have here. Yes, Greg, that is definitely smart of Musgrave to let that catch go to Wicks. That could be a playbook thing. Like, he could know. It's potentially something where they call that play. He could know that Wicks is going to be behind him running a similar route just at a deeper distance.
Mm-hmm.
Reggie said continue the air raid. This play, I just want to get it so I can get it to like right where it's going to be. So first read here, Looks like Luke Musgrave. Looks like
Wide open.
A third and short. And this play is designed well for Luke Musgrave, so he's going to be the first read, and he's the one that makes the reception. But what Jake and I want to talk about is the back of the rest of this play.
So you want me to cover that?
Go ahead, because literally everybody's fucking open on this play.
So you look at these route combinations. You have a player pressing the seams up by the logo right here by the 45. Then you have Romeo Doubs, who runs an out route over there. So now your corner and your safety is kind of conflicted. You're like, what the hell? Because you have a guy running straight across the middle, and now this corner's like, what now? So, in my opinion, I think that Musgrave did a good job of sitting down right here. This is the stuff where we're talking about, and no, we're not comparing him to Travis Kelce, but this is the thing. If you're going to become a Travis Kelce tight end, a target monster, he's very good at sitting down in the zone and understanding, we need 4 yards. All right, I'm going to sit down at 4, 5, or 6, right? Exactly where he's at right now. He picks up six yards on this play, gets us a first down, new set of downs. We keep rolling, right? So in my opinion, if he doesn't have to sit here, I think he can just continue that route up the sidelines. You then have a one-on-one matchup with a 6'6" guy that apparently can hit 24 miles per hour, which is just stupid. But the thing that is just so much on this play is, I believe that's Wicks across the middle right here, and then Doubs over here. So you're really pressing that corner safety combo, especially when you add in the guy going deep over the middle with a linebacker. They were running Demario Davis deep a lot, which is surprising.
A lot. Troy said with Jones playing tonight in a divisional game at home, the Packers offense is going to be explosive as long as we can give Love some time and get bodies on Hutchinson. As for the defense, they need to be ready for Laporta because he could be a thorn in our sides tonight. That's pretty accurate to what we talked about on Tuesday. We talked about we did our whole preview on Tuesday, but Hutchinson and Laporta are definitely guys to keep eyes on tonight. As for this play, like Jake said, the route combinations of this play are fantastic because so this is, I believe it's Doubs is Doubs the one? No, Doubs is the one on the far side. Reed, I think, is the one that's at the 45 going deep.
Yep.
Imagine that being Christian Watson. And you throw a fuck it, go get it Christian ball. And he outruns these two defensive backs. Actually, I think that's a defensive back and a linebacker.
Yeah, there's no way a linebacker's covering Watson. No way.
Yeah, so that's that. You have a deep ball opportunity out of this play. And then I think it's Wicks on the outside and then Doubs in the middle.
No, Doubs is at the top of the screen and Wicks is down in the middle.
So as you can see if you look at Dobbs' feet, he's just past the 40-yard line. He's about to break out. That road is open. That road could be hit for a gain. And then let's just say, I know this is about a second after Love has already thrown the ball, but just say Love throws a pump fake to Laporta, and you see this linebacker in the middle of the field bite. That crossing route also open.
Yeah.
So there's a lot. Like, all 4 of these players could be open on this play.
Yeah, this is a beautiful play. And with the pre-snap motion of getting Musgrave going, kind of gives you the thought that they're going to send him deep, which they have a couple times this year. They did in this game. So this little pre-snap motion kind of messes with the defense as well. Everybody drops back. Man, I really think that Wicks is the second read on this play, in my opinion. Going across the middle there. If the corner goes deep with you and covers that out route, you have that all day. That's just a
let me say this. I think the down and distance is a factor. So I do agree with you on this down and distance that Wicks is the second read because it's third and short. If it's second and short, I think they're taking that deep shot.
Yeah, I can see that.
Brett said, I really need this game. My wife's from Michigan. Her whole family's from Michigan. They're all Michigan State grads. I'm a Badger grad, so I really need this. They still haven't shut up about last year. They didn't make it into the playoffs last year either, Brett, so they're just bragging about being a better non-playoff team.
Yeah, we didn't suck for once. Woo! Yeah.
Bill said, great stuff today, guys. Thanks for doing this. Really good, honest news and information is refreshing. Much appreciated. Hey, that's what we're here for. And we try to do it from an optimistic and positive point of view, so we got that going for us too. Okay. Last 2 plays that we got for today before tonight's game, both by Darnell Savage, who is still being disrespected by some Packers fans, which is some bullshit because he didn't play well against Atlanta, but he played very well against Chicago and pretty well against New Orleans. So he's had 2 out of 3 good games so far, and he gets to be one of the team captains for tonight's game. So good for him. He deserves it. Like I said, 2 out of 3 good games so far. So we're going to start. We have 2 plays by Darnell Savage, both of them at a crucial time in this game. So this one,
Here in the second
Darnell
half,
Savage
they've
playing on a
punted all
kickoff.
4 possessions. Here's Shaheed. Brought one back in the first half, 76 yards
Sit
for a
down.
touchdown.
That is
That's
great.
just-
Tackle made on special teams
Well,
by
you got
Darnell
to think about the
Savage.
situation in this game, right? Like we were. Let's be honest, we were dog shit for 3/4, right? We finally get some momentum, get some good play calling, get in the end zone, the 2-point conversion. Lambeau's starting to rock a little bit. Shaheed had the last touchdown for the Saints. He gave them a lot of momentum with that punt return. You're thinking about this guy in the open field using his speed, and Savage is just like, nah, we're taking this. He tackles him short. He actually makes the next tackle on the defensive play. So, I mean,
And here in the second
Great
half,
stuff by
they've
him.
punted on all 4
Yeah, and that's the
possessions.
thing, is that this is Rashid Shaheed, a guy that the Saints literally try to scheme things for because he's so dynamic. And you're looking at Savage in a one-on-one spot. Not
So-
only that, this guy already returned a punt for a touchdown today. So you've already seen like his ability to have the vision on a special teams play.
First half,
And Darnell Savage just comes, gets right on the legs, and
Yep.
just wraps up
76 yards for a
and nowhere to go.
touchdown.
So you said that they try to scheme Shaheed open, right? How many yards did he have on offense? Do you remember?
It wasn't a lot.
It was 0.
It was 0.
It was 0. 0 catches, 1 carry, 0 yards. So everybody wants to complain about Barry's system. The Packers players executed it, and they held Shaheed, who can be an explosive player, in check, really.
And we talked about this on Tuesday too. They have Chris Olave and Michael Thomas.
Yeah.
Their offense was
Ola-
held to 10 points.
Olave was really the only guy that was kind of killing. I mean, Thomas had an okay game, in my opinion, but that's normally what he does. You're not going to be able to stop a guy that gets 5-yard catches, 8 and 8, 9 of them. That's just tough. But the really only guy is Olave, and he's really the only X factor on that offense, in my opinion.
He's a stud. There's no denying that he's a stud, and he was going up against a rookie in Carrington Valentine and then a practice squad player in Corey Valentine.
Yep.
So, not to say that not to diminish what he did, because like I said, he's an absolute stud, but he kind of expected when he's going against, our 4th and 5th best corner.
I agree.
All right. Last play that we have for today is another Darnell Savage.
We're down an 8.
3rd and 8.
Winston's pass is caught by Thomas,
Love it.
but not
Love it.
nearly
No
enough.
chance.
It's just a perfect tackle.
Yeah.
Like I've come around on tackling so many times since we've been doing this show. It's such a big factor in games. What I said on Tuesday, it's almost like a turnover worthy play for the defense because you're allowing the offense to keep the ball.
Yeah.
If the Saints pick up this 3rd down, you're looking at them being basically in the red zone with a minute left of clock to bleed and a field goal to kick, and they're going to be closer than the one they
Yeah.
miss.
Yeah.
So for Darnell Savage
Absolutely.
to make this tackle
We're
is
down an
is a big thing because I'm not going to lie to you, the Saints have a pretty smart play call here.
Yeah.
Like I'm going to
It's
go
a good play
back.
call.
So they have 2 guys clearing out. They have Darnell Savage, who's basically at the hash marks and at the yellow line, even with the sticks. And they're basically looking to say, Michael Thomas, you're going to have a one-on-one with the safety crashing down on you. If Savage misses that tackle, it's honestly probably a touchdown.
Yeah, it could be.
Or Michael Thomas, if he's smart, would go and just lay down at the 5-yard line.
All right. Just get the first down and then just give yourself up so the clock keeps
Right.
running.
We're down an
So,
8.
I mean,
Winston's pass is
Rasul's
caught
probably
by
not catching him
Thomas,
from that angle.
but not nearly
It's
enough.
going to
So-
be tough. It's going to be really
Yeah.
tough if he breaks that tackle clean.
Yeah.
So,
So Darnell
and Michael
Savage-
Thomas is pretty big, so
Right. Yeah, Darnell Savage making this tackle right here. That's great stuff.
yeah, that's really good, dude. Just
Greg
Aim
says
for the
Savage
hips,
is no
rip it.
longer in my doghouse. He's having a great year or a strong year. Keep it up. Yeah, 2 out of 3 games. If we get another one from him, that means great things for the Packers defense. Other than that, Jake, is there anything else you wanted to say on the Packers and Saints on these plays that we talked about?
talking about Darnell Savage, there's 2 guys that come to mind. Amon-Ra St. Brown, he's going to get in the open field a lot. They like to scheme him open on the sidelines. We're going to have to tackle him. Savage and Douglas are going to be big. And Sam Laporta, we brought him up before. The 2 rookie tight ends. We're talking Sam Laporta on the Lions and Luke Musgrave on the Packers. Those guys are going to be very, very key to this game. The Lions are horrible against tight ends, and they didn't even have to go against Travis Kelce week 1, which is insane. And then they had to go against the Kyle Pitts, who never gets the ball thrown to him. So it's crazy how bad they are against tight ends. But I'm going to have to tackle Laporta and St. Brown in space. Other than that, let's get the run game going. Let's get a W.
All right. Reggie said, love the content, boys. We appreciate it, Reggie. Tell your friends. We want to do more stuff like this. It just gets, I mean, not to be full of ourselves, but it gets more eyes on us because we're trying to grow. Jake and I have goals of this being our full-time job someday. So we want to keep doing this stuff, keep doing more content. And if people are enjoying it, that's great. Then we'll continue to do more. Just on the short week, we didn't have a chance to kind of break them all down, over the course of the week. But with Thursday and not playing until the following Monday, we have tons of time in between now and the next game after this. And no Badger game this Saturday, so we'll probably reshare our stuff on Saturday for the Badgers so you can get a little bit of a college football fix for the Badgers on their bye week. But Greg, it's good to have you back. Troy, we appreciate the comments. And thank you guys for tuning in with us for a little bit on Thursday. We will be back tomorrow night to recap the Packers and Lions game. We'll see you then.
Go Pack, go, baby.